Welcome to the Situation Room, my friends. We are going to be leading a raid, and our task is to break into a villa and shut down German radio installations in the area. Let's hope that we can come through this mission without any casualties. Here we go. Welcome to Bruneval, my friends. Well, we are going to be playing as the British Paras in this fight. Our goal is pretty straightforward, and it is to take that radar installation no matter what happens. And I'm thinking that pretty much the approach is just very straightforward. The only thing I might change is sending this group separately over to the town of La Presbytere. I'm thinking of just going ahead, grabbing these guys, and just ordering them to move in that general direction. So right now we are just in the setup phase, and to show you guys kind of what the setup looks like here, we'll back up a bit. And that's pretty much it. That's all we get. 15 turns to take the radar installation and get off the damn map. So I'm sure Bruneval is going to be important, but I'm thinking we're going to split these groups up into a group of 3. So we'll take these guys, we'll go over here under Sergeant Cunningham. We'll take these forces under Corporal Houghton and go straight for the installation. I'd like something higher than a corporal. And Sergeant Waity, I was thinking of going straight to La Presbytere so that we could actually return fire at this area if need be. I'm not sure if that's going to be needed yet, but we're about to find out. So let's go ahead, we'll get things started. This is going to be my initial approach. It's just going to be... There we go. It took a while, and I just want them to move. I don't even need them to run. Just move towards that area. We'll take these fellows right here, under Corporal Houghton, and I am going to run towards that radar installation. I'll actually run towards the scattered trees, and we'll take this other group, and we are going to move them all the way over here to these scattered trees. Then I'm actually going to cross over, but we'll do that later. I want to see how this develops. Let's make it happen, folks. Our first day in Bruneval. Here we go, boys. I absolutely love these old school combat mission graphics, but let me know what you think in the comments below. We're following the corporal's men first.
Forward! Forward! Get moving! Let's go! Move it, soldier! Go, go, go! Come on, lads! Keep moving! Don't stop! Get moving!
So far, no contacts. I'm going to back up a bit here. They've just stopped because we actually ordered them to stop at that tree area. Now I kind of wish we had ordered them to continue forward. Because we had no real contacts there. That other group is still moving towards La Presbytere. And now I'm starting to think we should have them run towards the location. But actually, in combat mission games, just pretty much leaving your units there gives them a better view of the entire battlefield here. And as you can see, we're already spotting a German right there. So I'm going to leave that group right there to pretty much just provide covering fire. Let's take these fellows here. I'm just going to cancel that order. And at this point, we want them to run to La Presbytere. I'm still going to go there because I want to be able to have some control over the battlefield in case the enemy has reinforcements. And now we'll grab this larger group under the sergeant, good old Sergeant Cunningham, straight towards the Jerrys. So we're going to try to get to these scattered trees. We could very well take fire on the road, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Here we go. Just a quick old mission for some paratroopers, folks. These boys are sure to win the war for us as long as everything goes on without a hitch. And we know for sure that there are Germans there. So I think as soon as these men arrive, assuming they don't take fire before they get here, then we'll just start rushing right in. There we go. We can actually see some Germans out there. Yup, contact. Definite contact there. I think it was... Did we get a good shot? Oh, did we kill that guy? Hold on a sec. I think... Nope, he's taking cover, though. Yeah, no one gave you orders to fire. Come on, boys. As always, if you enjoy classic combat mission, like, comment, subscribe. It always helps to get an idea of what you guys really enjoy watching. And I think sometimes like this could be very old school, but I love playing it. What can I say? We've got Captain Frost here, the officer going forward. Got to work on my movement here, and we definitely have to send in the next group. As you can see, since these guys had Overwatch there, they are firing on the position. So you know what? I might actually keep a few of them here. I think we'll take this group right here in the back. They're going to stay put because they're actually firing at the target. And this group with Corporal Houghton, we're going to try to run into the building. Pretty risky, I'm not going to lie, but without risk, there is no reward. The rest of these guys I'm going to keep right there. I don't even want to risk it anymore. I don't want to risk their potentially getting shot, of course. And it looks like we're already at Leprabitse. Oh my gosh, what did we get into? Guys, this may have not been a good thing. There are Germans everywhere in this town. Okay, let's see what happens. Here we go. Man, this is going to be crazy. Open fire, boys! Well, we're sure surprising the Germans. There is no doubt about that. Open fire, boys! Good shooting, good shooting. Taking out actually quite a few of them here with this ambush. And look at our boys moving in. Are they surrendering? No, but that's an enemy platoon HQ. No, it's our platoon HQ. And now, of course, fighting against an entire squad of Germans. This is going to be tough, but we're actually getting some very good shots there down the line. It looks like they're going to try to charge the position. Get them, boys. Get them. Return fire. Absolutely woken this village up. There's no doubt about that. Oh, beautiful grenade throw there, guys. Taking out a few of them. We've got these boys with Sergeant Murray able to take on the Panzer Grenadiers as they leave. That was not a bad ambush. Very surprising one in any case. Okay, very nice. We've got to go back, though, because we want to see how our other boys did. That's one of the beauties of combat mission, is the ability to go back and see everything. That went off without a hitch. That was wonderful. All right, let's see how these boys did. Move, move, move. I think we should have sent more men in for the attack. We were way too conservative here. Now we've just got a small group going in under Sergeant Barclay. Come on, Sergeant Barclay. Damn, bushes are going to get in our way for sure. Just getting through that is a pain in the ass. Get in there, son. Just crawling all the way down, so at least they're scared. The problem is, it looks like our guys are terrified as well. Actually breaking. Now, some of the officers are in there, but we don't just want officers. Actually, the corporal's not an officer. No, just 2 corporals, never mind. We're gonna have to send in the rest of the boys. There's no doubt about it. We just gotta go for one big old-fashioned charge, my friends. But I am very pleased at the situation at La Prébeterre. I hope it continues in our favor. So I'm now thinking the best approach is going to be, of course, the full-on attack by Sergeant Graham and his men. So we're going to run into the building here. And also a full-on attack from this group straight into the radar installation. Let's not forget that I believe one of the actual things we have to do in this mission once we take the radar installation is try and get as many paras over to the British extract zone. So we'll have to see if that works. And it looks like right now, so far, our only casualties are those men right there. I'm not even sure they're KIA or just hiding amongst the scattered trees. Nonetheless, that's going to be our approach. As for over here, there's not much we can do except hold off for as long as possible against the enemy attack. So let's get going, boys. We've got us surrounded. It's not going to go well for that group, I don't think. Although they will be remembered as heroes in this situation. As you can see, they are panicking. But there we go, our boys moving into position. I hear some MGs, and they're not ours. That's for sure. Come on, come on. Get in there, get in there. We knew that was a risk each time we did it. And actually, there's some bombs being thrown in there to our group's location. So at this point, it's just holding this position. Look at all the Germans out there at distance. I know there's a machine gun group over there, too. It actually might be this right here. But I'm going to hold this location for a bit. Just keep on opening fire on the enemy. Make sure that we completely secure this location. And it looks like we might even be able to come to the assistance of our boys trapped in that building. Because our men from this building are actually able to reach out and tag those Germans all the way there. So let's just take a look. I don't think that they have very good morale. And maybe the right thing to do would be to break out here, but I think we've got to stay put. Stay put until relieved, and I'm not sure relief is on the way. Alright, let's take these boys. Yeah, they're back. So they weren't ever that badly hurt. Just taking cover. Okay, reinforcements have arrived. That may have saved the lives of our men there, for sure. So the location is under our control, which is excellent news. But let's take a look and see where those reinforcements are. So the reinforcements are all the way over here, and that doesn't exactly make me feel safe, because it means we can't really come to the assistance of these guys over here unless we want to divert more men, and I don't think we should, to be honest. So we're going to run. Let's go to Bruneval first, guys, before we tackle the exit zone. Just going to go ahead and move towards Bruneval on the quick step. I might actually separate this guy, move this unit to that light building. Let's go to the top floor, just so we can keep a bit of an overwatch of the situation. And I wonder, should we dedicate a group or a squad or whatever to attacking La Privateer and trying to help our men? I think we have to. So I'm going to run over here to these scattered trees. I hope that's close enough to provide some support, of course. And I'm going to try to run this fellow up to the top floor, where he can hopefully get even better shots on the enemy. But these guys are pretty much trapped in that building. The only other option would be to try to escape. And I am going to make that attempt. So we're going to try to escape over here towards the building. We'll do the same to Sergeant Murray's men. No, we cannot do a damn thing because he's broken. All right, folks, let's make it happen. Here we go. Try to save as many of our boys as possible. Nonetheless, we killed a lot of Germans with that ambush. Nice. Could have moved these guys a little bit closer, to be honest. But instead, we dedicated them to this fight over here. And I don't think that our officer is going to be able to escape here. Sergeant is stuck, or NCO anyway. Alright, at least our boys here are keeping up the consistent fire, and we're going to need it, as you can see. Still a lot of infantry squads out here, and I think at this point we should grab these guys on the bottom, just move them over here to the hedges so that we can get more firepower there on location. Even our officers, like the lieutenant here, can put some pretty good firepower on the enemy. Let's see, not a single target here. Oh, I am seeing some Germans out there. Alright, so there could be some Germans here in town. Alright, folks, that's the end of that turn. I think we've got a pretty good situation going on. Not for these guys, of course, but for every single one of our other men. Yeah, they're completely taken prisoner or eliminated. An unfortunate situation, and now we need to put our focus elsewhere. I do still want to leave some men here to cover this area, make sure the enemy doesn't retake it. But we absolutely need to try and move some men forward and sort of assist in this attack. It looks like he's getting shots. The corporal with the 2-inch mortar. Maybe we need to run outside. And the same with Sergeant Graham here. I'm going to run Sergeant Graham into the light building too. And we're just going to get closer. Actually, I was going to say we're going to get closer with Sergeant Wilder, but he's already targeting the enemy, so let's not mess with him too much. However, with this unit, Sergeant Barclay, we're going to try to get right there on the hedge. Now, as for these gentlemen here, we do know that there's going to be Germans right there. I mean, that close, for instance. So at this point, I think we're going to have to end the order, halt, and really just move as quickly as we can into that building. Let's do that. Get in there with some officers, too. I don't want to lose even NCOs, although these are all corporals, so I'm not too concerned. But he's got a 2-inch mortar. And I wonder if we could start targeting. Yep, we could start targeting him already. So I'm actually going to do that. Start targeting that German unit at distance, at range. And these guys, their job is going to be to move into this building. So it does look like we're going to have to leapfrog through the town. We can't just simply push through it. It's not going to be that simple. And actually, that guy's panicked. So I guess he must have been ambushed there. I didn't see what happened. Nonetheless, let's go, folks. Here we go. The paratroopers must win the day. Nice. Boys are taking cover, and for sure there are other Germans here. Look at that. Unbelievable. Let's take a look over here at this situation. See, I don't see why we can't spot the enemy running across there. They're chasing our other soldier, of course. But at least we've got a nice line of fire with this group, Sergeant Wilder. And of course, I think it's because of these scattered trees. But even here, we're at quite a distance. And what the hell is that? It's either an airplane or a vehicle. Actually, it could be the enemy's trucks. Never mind. Good shooting, good shooting. Alright, that's helping a lot with Sergeant Barclay there. Alright, let's take a look over at the other group. Wow. Wow, 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 guys. Look at this. Let's back up and see what's been happening. There's so many German reinforcements here. And I didn't mean to do that. I did want to watch that again. But it's quite obvious what we have to do here, and that is take cover into any damn building we can. See, this group is pinned, which is not good. We do have our mortar firing at an area target. I'm not sure these reinforcements are going to be able to make it here in time. I'll be honest with you guys. It's going to come down to these two groups. And it looks like there's also a German trench right there. I mean, look at that. So just to exit this area is going to be insane. Well, we've got to leave eventually. And look, it looks like that was a German vehicle the whole time, just a German Jeep. I'll keep our boys here a little bit longer, although I'll already start moving some of them out. I know Panzer Grenadiers are arriving, but we need to try to escape with as many men as possible. So I'm going to start to approach the actual town. Let's go. Too late to change my mind. Let's just move. Hopefully these boys can ambush that Jeep. He's pulling back, and yeah, a lot of Germans leaving La Plebetaya and coming straight to the actual radar installation. That's why we can't leave with Sergeant Garnett and his men. He's going to have to stay behind and hold off the German attack. Good work, good work. Come on, boys. He's got more than enough ammo to take control of the situation. The problem is we also have a captain here. And I'm not so sure that it's a good idea to leave a captain behind. We're just definitely not going to be able to leave with any of these men here. There's no way. Come on, more firepower, boys. More firepower. Might need to bring some boys back. I think so. Just don't see us holding that area. So I'm going to take Sergeant Grant's men. And we're going to run this unit back. So let's just rush in. And I'm guessing top floor is the right floor for this situation. Alright. The enemy is forced back, but unfortunately with Corporal Thomas eliminated and the realization that we've got an enemy squadron there, they are popping smoke to try and sort of avoid getting shot. But again, I'm still not feeling confident about the situation. And let's try to rush this building. Again, this is where we got hit the first time. So if there's anyone here, we want to try and get them out. And with our newly arriving men, we have to take over this town quickly. Let's get in there. He's the guy going back, that's right. Get into the heavy building. And there are also some enemies over here coming from the northern forest. The situation for us is tough. To escape as the Paras, it doesn't look like a possibility. Alright, good work. The boys are returning fire. They're tired, but they're not pinned. Which just means we have to get as many men into this town as possible and overwhelm the enemy from this position. And those are our mortars for sure being fired there. Let's take a look here at the advance. The enemy advance. Good shooting, boys. Absolutely wonderful shooting. It would not hurt, of course, to have some more men here, though. I'm not going to lie. And the enemy will be getting to the building next turn, I believe. We've got some very bad news, and it comes in the form of an enemy light tank. Obviously, never something you want to hear when you're trying to hold the position, but it is what it is. So, guys, that light tank is going to come in. I'm not sure if we even have the capacity with, or the capability with our grenades to do any damage to it, but maybe since it's a light tank, I don't know. In the meantime, I'll keep on moving with the rest of my boys into position, really try to just get these guys into buildings, and eventually, hopefully, to that exit zone. It would be nice to get at least a few of our boys onto the channel and back home safely, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. It looks like our airborne squad is already here with Sergeant Cunningham, dishing out the damage, so let's just keep it going, boys. There's not much we can do, just keep on firing at that unit. And this position doesn't seem to be particularly useful for us, especially with the Germans here, so hopefully by going into this building we can start engaging those Germans across the way. Alright, let's go, boys. I want to see how they deal with it. Again, I don't think we have anything that can target it. Nothing whatsoever. As long as we keep the infantry back, I'm happy. Look at that, they've got Pumas. I mean, this is not good. They have thrown everything into this attack. Oh, we got some grenades going out from both sides. Wow. They actually got one up here in the top floor, man. That's brutal. And yeah, it looks like they're going straight for our men over here. They're going straight for them. There's no doubt about it. So what I'm going to do is try to cut off that infantry squad, do some damage. It looks like we're already targeting that single soldier. Yeah, it might not be bad to just keep attacking with him. I'm going to rush the position here. So I'm going straight for that infantry squad. That's right, I'm going straight for it. Gotta try and make it to that exit. Otherwise, none of these men are going to get out of here. They'll all wind up either dead or in a prison camp. Keep them pinned, lads. Keep them pinned. We've already got this guy covered with our unit here. Although it looks like they've got a machine gun up there, or potentially a vehicle. It could be either or at this point. Wait a minute! Something beautiful just occurred, and we have to go back and see it. Apparently, that tank just got taken out by our boys. Boom! It must have been an AT rifle, something like that, but they are abandoning the Hotchkiss. It's a Hotchkiss! They're using a British tank against us. Alright, now I am really, really, really messed up from this situation. Here we go. Looking pretty good, actually. I mean, besides the fact that they've got a friggin' Puma that they're firing at us, it's looking pretty good. I think the crew is going to manage to get away, and unfortunately, Sergeant Wilder's men, who've been in a perfect covered position this entire time, are starting to take some serious fire. We might even need to leave the building, because I'm not sure how many hits it can actually take before it just withers down into nothing. But look at that. It looks like we've got a lot more control over the town, and let me just back up here to see how the approach is going over here. It looks like it is a success, I believe. As far as I can tell, that is a success. Here we go. Enemies right there. They're not dead. That's not a success. Come on, boys. Come on. Now, our guys are panicking, which I don't like. We really need that 2nd Infantry Squad to make it here. Oh, beautiful mortar shot there by our men. Right on top of them. Unfortunately, no casualties, but give it time. And now I'm going to run into this building. I think we just keep advancing on the position. Look at all of the infantry squads here. My God. Alright, we're going to have to just get into the damn building at this point. There are so many Germans in this town, it's incredible. Get the LT into the building and get this fella into the building as well, the corporal. Corporal Moorhead. The battle continues. Get him! Get him! We should have multiple areas of fire here. Nope. Corporal is down, and I think the lieutenant is too. Just way too many Germans over here. There was no way we're going to be able to push them out of this area. So, of course, our men are falling back. Sergeant Elmer and his men are falling back here. We still control this area. We need to try to push out into the British exit zone. And I'm thinking we're not even going to get to that. We just need to hold our position at this point. Maybe wait for the landing parties to send reinforcements to our location. Oh boy. That Puma has to come closer if we want any chance of destroying it. Alright, folks. 12 of 15. It's almost done. I mean, it's come down to this. And I'm guessing, well, there's not much we can do there. We've got to return fire. So I'm going to rush into this heavy building. We'll try to wipe out these two units. There's also an enemy unit right there. But getting to the exit point, I don't know if we can do it. Need to try and send some units. We should have just diverted with that group straight to the exit point, so at least it's a lesson for the next mission, let's say. Just avoiding the town in general. And since these guys already have a target, I'm not going to take it away. I'll keep letting them have it. I was going to move into the actual radar installation building, but as long as they have a line of sight at the enemy, it's the best we can hope for. Oh, nice shots! Got the heavy machine gun there at distance. Let's take a look at the combat over here in town. So, of course, we do have one of those squads getting in a bit closer, and a lot of these enemy squads are pinned, at least. But we need a lot more firepower to make a difference, I think. Sergeant Graham. Throw some damn C3. We've got grenades, I know that much. There we go, grenade out. Enemies running straight for us. They actually got past the grenade. Oh no, they're actually pushing us back. They broke our airborne squadron. Not something I expected. I thought for sure we wiped them out. We did get 6 casualties on their squad, but they did force us back. So now we just have to hold these 2 houses. It's the only 2 houses we're currently holding in the entire Ville. If that's all we can hold, then so be it. Yeah, not much we can do. No real need for movement here. Just hold out as long as we can, pretty much. In fact, I'm gonna rush into the building now. Sort of our last stand. He's right, though. They ran away because of 2 enemy units, or 4 enemy units, technically. The rest of that enemy unit had been totally destroyed. So I'm not happy with Sergeant Graham and his men. Plenty of our boys have laid down their lives during this fight. It's just not acceptable. It's not very English, I don't think. It seems we have held off most attacks against the radar station at the very least. A lot of dead Germans over here that tried to get into the building, and probably a lot we're not seeing here because of the fog of war. There we go, another one down. But I'm liking this position, so at least we held the radar installation. It's something, of course. And a bunch of Germans actually fleeing the area there. I'll take it. Let's see if there's anything we can do, and I don't think there is. The Germans are overrunning that position. We're just trying to hold. At this point, they're going house to house and taking out our lieutenants, all of our officers. Not what we like to see at all. It's down to Sergeant Cunningham at this point. Sergeant Graham has lost it completely. And the enemy continues the attack to try to retake the radar station. At least this we've held off. Don't give up, boys. Looks Looks like we've got Sergeant Murray here from the very beginning of battle. Only one man in that squad, let's be clear, but we could also bring them back over here to the radar installation to help with the fight. I think it would be really surprising if you were actually in this fight and suddenly you saw this guy running back in. You might even shoot him thinking he's a German, especially with all the action going on right now. But this area has been heavily hit by our mortars. Our mortars have definitely helped out in this situation. Could also just be, these are residuals from the enemy hitting us with their vehicle. I think they are, because I think our mortar really did most of the damage all the way over here. And now it's pretty much out of commission. 15 of 15, folks. I don't think it's a win, but I'll be happy, somewhat happy, if we hold this radar installation. Let's see. Here we go. I'm just going to boost forward. Looks like that Puma finally decided to turn in, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late now. We'll see if it continues for another turn. There we go, guys. Well, obviously what would have happened is our men would have surrendered there. There's no way they would have been able to escape to the channel, so we would have had a lot of para-prisoners. But let's see here. So 123 casualties we managed to dish out to the Germans, 31 killed in action, a mortar destroyed, and 3 vehicles knocked out. I'll say it's fair. It's an Axis tactical victory, maybe an Axis minor victory, but I like to think we made them work dearly for it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. Love playing these old-school combat mission games, and I'd love to do more. Unfortunately, the audience for it doesn't really exist, so do your part, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, folks.